So in previous videos I've reviewed various items that I use in my small recording studio, such as a custom built amplifier control rack, a Grossman Fatbox isolation cabinet enabling quick speaker driver changeovers, as well as accurate mic placements, and recent hardware upgrades by Neve Electronics, namely the Neve 88M preamp audio interface and the 88C compressor, all captured in one of Apple's latest Macs, the M4 Studio, and much more. So if you're not familiar with my guitar journey, then you might find those videos of interest. Today's unboxing comes in a fairly small box, but not particularly a small price tag. And after over 25 years of media production in the commercial broadcast cinematic business, wearing countless makes of headphones, are the new released Neumann NDH 30 open back studio headphones worth it? Hello viewer, my name's Stu, welcome to the channel and my guitar journey. Once again, my opinions are my own and all the gear that I talk about is connected to my own guitar music writing and recording journey, after being away from it all for about 40 years. Now, I'm not being paid to mention any equipment here, but I do try to give a balanced overview. Now, if you like the content, please do think about giving a thumbs up, subscribing, commenting below, and do share with others, as it all helps the channel algorithms. So coming up, number one, very briefly, what's in the box and general specifications. Number two, what's it like compared to less expensive headphones, which are in everyday use in my edit suite. Number three, reasons for the purchase against others, particularly those that are more expensive. Number four, conclusion, final remarks. So without further ado, number one, the doorbell rang and the courier delivered a fairly small box, and inside another box which holds the Neumann headphones. Now, Neumann of course need little in the way of introduction, founded in 1928 in Berlin, Germany, and synonymous with high-quality studio equipment. In the padded box are the headphones, a detachable 10-foot cable with a 1/4-inch jack plug adapter, a carry pouch or bag, and an instruction leaflet. Now, as you can see, these are finished in black. They're also available in a silver finish, and they are also open back headphones, meaning they do let sound out compared to fully enclosed headphones. Open back headphones, they give the feeling of space, which makes them good for tracking and mixing, helping to hear a more natural or neutral sound compared to closed back headphones, which gives a feeling of the sound being very close and tight, which in regard to recording is more often preferred for a vocalist or musician, where you don't want the sounds leaking out and being picked up by the recording microphone. Now, the ear cups are made of aluminium, while the replaceable ear pads are made of a cloth-covered foam. Without the cable, they weigh in at 352 grams. The headband is a spring steel strip with aluminium and plastic fittings and plastic trim. Now, full details can be found on the Neumann website. So number two, what are they like compared to less expensive headphones in everyday use in my edit suite? So as I've mentioned, I've used all types of headphones, both expensive and inexpensive, in various situations and environments, but where I use them most is in editing and recording and mixing. So the main area that comes up first for me is A, headphones need to be comfortable because I can be wearing them for many hours, 5 or 6 days a week. B, I need to hear clarity regardless of what I'm listening to, which can be spoken interviews, music themes, musical instruments, special effects or Foley, sound design, and so on. And C, if there's a voiceover artist or a singer in the sound booth, then closed headphones get used in there so that no sound leakage comes from the headphones going into the recording microphone. So regarding build quality, by way of comparison to less expensive headphones, I have here a set of AKG K240 studio headphones coming in at around £60 or £70. Now these are lightweight, fairly comfortable even after many hours of use, throughout the day, and they do a good job covering a lot of applications that I've mentioned, and I've mixed and mastered a good number of broadcast television projects with them, and I use them regularly to produce content for web-based internet TV channels. I've used other headphones ranging from £50 to £200, and while there are little differences here and there, I have to say I tend to just get used to what I have to hand at times. However, when it comes to actually mixing a final project, I would tend to go back and forth listening through headphones and studio monitors, and not, of course, forgetting to keep a close eye on my audio meters. The Neumann NDH30s are actually the most expensive headphones ever to come into this studio, and without doubt they are very nicely made, clearly of high quality construction and typical of German engineering. And of course, a branded name will tend to attract a higher price tag, and so that brings me to number 3. Reasons for the purchase, and particularly against others in that price bracket or perhaps higher. Now, I'm now semi-retired, therefore I no longer am I on the conveyor belt of stress and meeting deadlines that are all a part of commercial broadcast and the cinema industry. And having returned to my love of playing and recording guitar, I'm able to take a wee bit more of a relaxed view of equipment choices. Now, I've spent a good bit of time searching out the guitars, the amplifiers, the speakers and the effects that will give me the various sounds that I'm looking to work with. And along this journey, I've bought and sold a fair bit of equipment, but each time raising the bar of the quality of equipment in the overall chain. And of course, needing to hear every nuance in my recordings, which includes natural ambient sounds for effect, wind, rain, and other sounds of nature, along with instruments where frequencies can often clash, bass, guitar, keyboards, etc. If you don't take care to watch out for that. And of course, you've got to be able to actually hear the detail of your final mix. Now, can I do that with these cheaper AKG headphones? I would say yes, no problem. But what I would say is I've got used to where I know certain frequencies need adjusted to compensate. Not a lot, but it is there. So that's worth mentioning. Do the Neumann NDH30s make a difference? Well, yes, they do. There is a detail, a clarity, and a good bass response without the muddiness, and all of that comes through. And that's what I don't hear with the lower priced headphones. So where does that difference really begin to show? The more complex my mix is, the types of instruments layered together, little nuances inserted into the mix for a given effect, the Neumann NDH30s, they really help me to hear that separation. Being open-backed, they also allow the sound to breathe, so it feels natural listening to what's coming through, compared to closed-back headphones where it feels very tight and confined and can often feel bass frequency heavy. Using lesser headphones, you do notice when you switch over to studio monitors, you can really hear the difference, which can cause you to make wrong decisions when you're doing a final mix. So, why Neumann? Because I'm already familiar with the other products that they make, and the quality of their stuff is just of a very high standard. So I expect them to be good. Could you spend more money? Yes, there are headphones a great deal more expensive, although some of the dearest ones come with specific software features that, of course, those are of no interest to me. So you can be paying for more than just a set of headphones. You can pick up a set of headphones that are similar in performance at a lower price than these NDH30s, and where you may find the main cost differences will be in the build quality, perhaps more plastics used, things of that nature. So number 4, Final remarks. While these headphones have a bit more weight to them compared to the various types that I've been used to, they feel very comfortable to me, and I find the soft ear cup covers are also very comfortable, if not a bit unusual compared to the common vinyl types found on most headphones. The quality of build is clear to see and feel, and the quality of the sound regarding detail and dynamic range is again quite evident, and I have to say I really do like them. On one Mac system setup, I still use my AKG 240s for general web-based production work, while on another system I specifically use the Neumanns for my music projects. Are they worth the money? Well, you could say that about many products. Without doubt, when anything has a recognised brand name with a long history, then that will more than likely add a premium to the price tag. Conversely, that should mean, should you come to sell, high quality branded items are usually well sought after. So I hope you found that of interest. As I say, I've been in the multimedia business for years, and at the end of the day, depending on your needs, be it someone working professionally or simply someone who is a passionate hobbyist, there are a lot of great choices to choose from these days. We are spoiled for choice, and of course, everyone has their own likes and dislikes. Do check out my channel playlist, where you will find many videos regarding my journey back to playing and recording guitar after that 40-year break. Lots of stuff on guitars, amplifiers, pedals, and my ongoing recording journey. A big thank you to those who take time to comment or chat. I always take time to engage with folks who take time to comment. So, until next time, the journey continues. Take care.